Hi, everybody. It's Miss Marletta, and I'm going to read to you Edie's Backyard Bugs. And we have some vocabulary words that we're going to go over. Entomology. Oh, that vocabulary word is our word of the week. Remember, it's the science of studying bugs. So it's all about bugs, and that's what we're going to learn about. These 2 weeks, we're going to learn all about bugs. And remember your homework assignment, you have to make a bug. Remember, you could pick any bug you want. And make sure you label it. If you don't know how to spell it, just listen to what sounds you hear and write the letters of the sounds you hear. Alrighty, that's how you start spelling. Now, the next one is occupied. In the book, they say use occupied, and that's when she puts the bugs in a jar. So they're in a space, they're occupying the space. And emits. When we hear emits, it's when we're going to talk about this stinky bug. And emits means it gives out a stinky smell. So it emits a stinky smell or it gives out a stinky smell. Predators. Predators. Remember when we read the Song of the Mosquito? Well, the frog is a predator of the mosquito. Remember that? Yeah. And there's a bunch of predators in this book. Larva. Larva is the eggs. Like mosquito larva, those are the eggs that the mosquito lays. And bacteria is our last um, vocabulary word for this book, bacteria. Remember when I read this book about all those germs? Like there could be germs and bacteria on you. And remember, we have to wash our hands all the time so we get them off. That was in our book. You can read that again if you want. That was a fun book. Okay. Edie's Backyard Bugs. Can you see that okay? Edie's Backyard Bugs. Written by RicheleBarkowiakand and PamSchiller. Illustrated by Debbie Weekly. I think we read this in school already. Because we were looking at, you guys were showing me the spider, the butterfly, the dragonflies, the ladybug, and the worms. Remember all that? Okay, well, let's read it. Hi, my name is Edie Corinne Castleberry, but most people call me Bugs because I love bugs. Big bugs, small bugs, squirmy bugs, and hopping bugs. I love shiny bugs and slimy bugs, even bugs that stink. She loves all kinds of bugs. Did you know that there are 10 quintillion insects on the earth at any given moment? That's a lot of bugs, for real. Now, that's a lot of bugs. There are 1.5 billion bugs for every one of us. The best place to find bugs is in your own backyard. This is how many bugs there are. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of bugs. That's more than I can count. Or more than I want to count. That would take a long time to count. So, now she talks about what she wants to be when she grows up. Well, this is so awesome. Ready? She says, I'm going to be an entomologist when I grow up. That's a scientist who studies bugs. I like to collect bugs and put them in my bug house. My bug house is always occupied. That was one of her words, remember? But the bugs that visit only stay a short time, just long enough for me to count their legs and study their buggy ways. I want to show you some of my favorite bugs. Come on, let's go on an insect safari. The first one. This is a dragonfly. It has 2 sets of wings. It used to quickly move around. Is it a skilled aviator? It can hover, fly backwards, and even do loop-de-loops. Whoa. This one. Yucky, yucky, yucky. This is a cockroach. On the other hand, it is out of control when it flies in the air. It prefers to stay on the ground where it can eat, and nothing is off its diet. It eats other bugs, plants, and even paper. The cockroach is a survivor. Cockroach fossils date back 280 million years. They were here before the dinosaurs. Whoa! Cockroaches have been here for a long, long time. Hold your nose! This is a stinky bug. It's a ground beetle. It lives under rocks and logs. When frightened, it emits a stinky odor to scare away predators. Those are two vocabulary words, emits and predators. The ladybug is also a beetle. This is a pink ladybug larva and a pink ladybug adult. Ladybug eats other bugs. Farmers love ladybugs because they eat the bugs that eat their plants. Oh, that's nice. This bug, can you see it? This bug is not a farmer's friend. It is a squash bug. It feeds on pumpkins and squash. Just like the ground beetle, when the squash bug gets frightened, it makes a yucky smell. Ew. Hold your nose. Everybody knows what this is. This is a dirty bug. It's a flying sensation. It's the housefly, and it's the only insect with just two wings instead of two sets of wings. It can land on any surface and take off faster than any other insect. It has a well-deserved reputation of being dirty. It's a dirty bug. There are about 2 million bacteria on just one fly. Oh my gosh. That's why you don't want the fly to land on your food. 2 million bacteria on just one fly. Can you believe that? That's a lot. We know what this is. What does Miss Marletta always say? Don't kill the bees. Then we won't have any coffee or chocolate. Because the bees pollinate the flowers that make the cocoa bean and make the coffee beans for coffee and chocolate. They do a lot of other things, but those are my two favorite, remember? Okay, back to the book. Where there are flowers, there are honeybees. Flowers depend on honeybees for pollination. Honeybees collect nectar from the flower trees and plants to make honey. You can see the nectar this little bee has collected on its legs. I hope you can see it. We've talked about nectar and pollen and honeybees in the classroom. These are paper wasps. Ooh, they are busy constructing their nest. The nest is made up of paper-like material. The wasps make the paper by chewing tiny pieces of wood. Wow. Next, here is a painted lady butterfly during the 3 stages of his life cycle. The caterpillar is in the larva stage, and the caterpillar eats and eats and eats and eats before it goes to the pupa stage. The pupa stage, the caterpillar will make a cocoon and it's securely attached to a stem with a sticky secretion product by the caterpillar. Inside, the caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Ooh. We're going to talk more about that this week and next week. This is the atlas moth. The caterpillar spins its cocoon out of a broken strands of silk. It has the largest wing surface of all moths. It's called the atlas moth because of the wings look like maps. The long tips of the wings look like the snake heads. Do you see the snakes? Let's see. That's pretty interesting. Another insect. Can you see that? Another insect flying around the yard is the mosquito. This annoying little bug leaves itchy bites on the arm and leg. Mosquitoes are plentiful. That means there's a lot of them. Thousands of them are born every day. Thankfully, the wolf spider loves to eat mosquitoes. They love a good mosquito snack. A wolf spider carries its egg sac on his stomach. Mommy wolf spider likes to take their egg sacs out for a stroll in the sunshine. So the mommy carries the eggs on her back, and she eats mosquitoes. The devil scorpion is a close relative to the spider. It burrows in the ground and hides under rocks or in the soil to stay out of the light in the heat of the day. It eats insects, but food is scarce. It can survive an entire year with just one bug meal. It is venomous, so best to stay very clear. Venomous means poisonous, and it can eat one bug a year and live. Wow. Don't go buy those. If you see one, don't go buy it. The grasshopper would have no problem avoiding the scorpion. It has a powerful back legs that allows it to jump 20 times the length of its body. Oh my gosh, that's a really high jump. If you could do that, you could jump almost a half of the length of a football field. Grasshoppers make amazing sounds by rubbing the comb-like parts of their legs against their wings. Their favorite time to strike up a band is when the moonlight is in the evening sky. They make the most noise at night. Now, do you see why I love bugs? Jumpers, singers, flyers, pollinators, nester, big bugs, small bugs, and stinkers. They are also interesting and unique. And just imagine they live right in your backyard and mine. Aw, that was a nice book. All right. Thank you.